Hey econ students, in today's video, you'll be able to understand the first chapter of AP Microeconomics, which is the discipline of economics, in 10 minutes. So basically, there are 4 types of resources. If you take IGCSE as well, there's another word of it called factors of production. Yeah, basically the same thing. So first one is land, which means all the natural resources, not only referring to the land we are stepping on. It can also be river or like fishes in the river. They are also count as part of land. Yeah. And the second one is labor, which means all the human attributes that are productive. And the third one is capital, the productive equipment or machines. Yeah. And the last one is entrepreneur. Yeah. And it's called enterprise in IGCSE. Yeah. And basically it means people who are able to make key decision and bear the risk. Yeah, these are the definition of the words. Now let's move on to opportunity costs. So let's look at this diagram. For every 3 guns you produce, you have to give up 5 unit of butter. Yeah, and from 3 to 6 plus 5, 3, and from 25 to 20 minus 5. So it's kind of a constant opportunity costs. And the diagram, it should be a straight line like this. Yep. And this graph, this entire graph is called a PPC or PPF. It's like productive possibility curve or productive possibility frontier. Yeah, they're the same thing. So how to calculate opportunity cost? Like for this question, for guns, you put the change in guns, which is 3, and the change in butter, which is 5. Yeah, so like when you're calculating opportunity cost, you just ignore the symbol in front of it. So it's minus 5, but you use 5 here. And you get 1.6 recurring, and you round it to 1.67. And for butter, which one are you calculating? You put it as the denominator in the fraction. So for butter, it's minus 5. So you put minus 5 at the denominator, but you get rid of the symbol. And gun is like at the top. So 3 over 5 is 0.6. And like these 0.6 is means for every 1 more butter you produce, you have to give up on 0.6 unit of gun. Yeah, and here's a equation you can use for calculating opportunity cost. So like if you're calculating x, you put changing x at the bottom, and you put changing y at the top of a fraction. Okay, so there's another type of PPC or PPF curve. It's like a concaved one. So these basics, this graph basically means opportunity cost is variable or increasing. Yep. And there are only 2 shifters of PPC or PPF. The first one is change in the amount of resources. Yeah. So like changing any one of these 4 can shift the PPC or PPF curve outward or inward. And the second one is changing technology or productivity. Yeah. So if the amount of resources increase in economics, the PPC curve just shifts outward and you can produce more goods. Yeah, your productive capacity increases. Okay, let's move on to another concept called advantage. In this diagram, it shows labor hour needed to produce a unit of clothes and width for 2 countries, which is Portugal and England. So labor hour is a type of input. Labor hour is a type of input. So the more time it needed to produce a goods, the worse, because you need more time to produce it. And for Portugal, it can produce wheat and clothes. Like it requires less time to produce both good. So we would say it has absolute advantage for both products. So absolute advantage basically means you are able to produce with the most output or the least costs. But even though Portugal has absolute advantage for both products, but it's still like advantages for Portugal to trade with England. Yeah. And this is because of a thing called comparative advantage. And this basically means you're able to produce with the least opportunity cost. Yeah, OC stand for opportunity cost. Sorry, like I was just too lazy to, yeah. So how to calculate opportunity cost for Portugal? Opportunity cost for wheat is half a close. Yeah. A close require 20 hours to produce, a unit of clothes, and a unit of wheat only require 10 hours. So for every one more unit of wheat you produce, you have to give up on half a unit of clothes. Yeah. And for every clothes you produce, like for Portugal, it has to give up on 2 unit of wheat. And let's look at England's opportunity cost. England's OC for wheat is like 1/3 of a close. Yeah, here. Like 20/60 equals 1/3. Yep. So like, yeah. And England's opportunity cost for clothes is like using 60/20, and it's free. So for every 1 unit of clothes it have to give up on 3 unit of wheat, because 60 is 3 times of 20. So now let's look at which country has comparative advantage. So we look at opportunity cost for clothes first. And Portugal has comparative advantage for it. Because 2 is less than 3. Which means if England trade with Portugal, it can get 1 more unit of clothes at a lower opportunity cost, because if it wants to produce by its own, it have to give up on 3 unit of wheat. But if it trade with Portugal, the opportunity cost is only 2 wheat. And yeah. Wait, what? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, and for England, it has it has comparative advantage for wheat, because 1/3 is smaller than 2/3. So Portugal can actually gain advantage if it trade with England. Yeah, because if it want to produce by its own, it have to if Portugal want to produce 1 more unit of wheat, it has to give up on 1/2 units of clothes. But if it trade with England, then its opportunity cost will decrease to 1/3 clothes. And by doing so, by trading, they can both increase their consumption in their economy. Yeah. And that's so much for chapter 2. If you found this video helpful, please share to your friends or classmate and give it a like. And see you guys.